Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to teasers for the week of November 18th to 22nd on Days of Our Lives, Johnny DiMera will continue to struggle with his secret and begin to doubt his suitability for marriage to someone like Chanel Dupree DiMera. Lady Whistleblower will make a spectacular return in the meanwhile. Will a blind item about a real-life homewrecker playing one on the body and soul set be posted by Leo Stark? Now that Wesley has revealed too much, that is a possibility to think about. Leo might even print Joy's name and ask more questions than she had anticipated. Joy will finally confide in Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, about whatever is going on. It might be a bad idea to give Alex this secret because, according to Day's teasers, Joy will reveal her past with Johnny. After Body and Soul's fresh premiere, Abe Carver will receive unpleasant news, despite his expectation that the show's fortunes are finally improving. We'll see why so many of the cast and crew become sick because there will be an unexpected illness that strikes them. Even if it might just be food sickness from a premiere party, Leo might insist that Hattie Adams' curse has been lifted once more. Personally, Leo and Javi Hernandez's romance will take off right away. Javi will defend his right to date whoever he wants, but Gabi Hernandez won't be pleased about it. According to teasers for other days, Greene will come up with a crazy scheme that might actually succeed. Since this might be their greatest chance to defeat Clyde Weston, DiMera might eventually agree to it. He will have an awkward reunion with Stephanie Johnson and Philip Kiriakis. The ex-partners will initially find things somewhat awkward, but eventually Stephanie and Philip will become more at ease with one another. According to previews for Days, Sarah Kiriakis will try walking for the first time since her serum. Stay tuned for updates on Sarah's recuperation, as DOOL fans will witness her make several attempts to use her legs once more. JJ Devereaux will become closer to Gabi and make her his confidant across town. These ex-flames will soon begin to creep back into hot area. Ava Vitali will have an opportunity to attack Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, somewhere, but she might soon calm down and mend her friendship with him. As a matter of fact, Brady and Ava appear to be developing a romance that Kristen DiMera will not approve of. We'll give you additional predictions on all the surprises because spoilers for Days of Our Lives indicate that Salem is about to take some unexpected turns. Alex inquires as to why Stephanie is at the hospital. In fact, she needs his favor. She recently received a response from a magazine she pitched a photo session to, therefore it must happen right away. She invites him to return to the workplace so they can take some pictures. Should he grab Joy and Chanel, he asks. This is a boys-only shoot for Play Gal, she says. In an examination room, Joy discovers Johnny. She claims to have met Alex and to have heard that Johnny recently filmed the romantic scene involving Faith and Arrow. She can sense he's angry, and Johnny says he has to be honest with his wife about what they did. That's the dumbest thing he could do, according to Joy. He has to clear his conscience and put things right. Joy inquires, "How about me? You're going to make me a target." She maintains that she is in a relationship despite his claims to the contrary. It's one with her co-stars and bosses. She is unaware of the lengths Chanel will go to in order to get her to pay. She learns that Stephanie nearly lost her job for having an affair with a co-worker, and she may not be as fortunate as she seems. Don't do this to her, she adds, because her mother already believes she destroys everything she touches. She notes that it might also endanger his and Chanel's relationship. For the sake of both of them, she implores him to keep his lips shut. Joy and Johnny discuss the days. Chanel shows up and inquires about the situation. Joy claims that she argued her point when they were arguing about a scenario. Johnny accepts Joy's perspective and will give her the benefit of the doubt for the time being. According to Chanel, she stopped by to ask Joy if she wanted to practice lines for her first scene. That would be fantastic, says Joy. Chanel offers Johnny a hug and says she'll see him at home. Joy and Johnny discuss Days. Chanel asks if she was successful in renting a room at the Brady pub as she and Joy sit down with their scripts. Joy claims to have done so, and she hopes her mother wasn't overindulgent the other night. Nancy was a blast, according to Chanel, and they vowed to watch care for her. To help them get to know one another, she extends an invitation to join her for dinner this evening. Joy agrees because she won't accept no. Johnny discovers his father applying ice to his chubby lip at the DiMera home. What happened to him, he asks. It's not worth discussing, according to EJ. EJ apologizes after learning about his birthday celebration. Johnny, who is often not so insecure and envious, admits that he made a huge mistake. EJ claims that since he didn't do anything particularly heinous, he and Chanel will work things out. It happens to all of them. Johnny claims that he committed a heinous and foolish act. EJ queries his actions. Johnny tells his father he cheated on Chanel and vows him to secrecy. Johnny tells EJ Days the truth. Stephanie is speaking with the magazine over the phone in the body and soul office, and she reports that their hotties are thrilled about the photo shoot. Alex doesn't believe he can pull this off, then he walks out in a hot Robin Hood costume. I look ridiculous, he says. He looks hot and sexy as hell, she says. She tries to remove his quiver's strap when he claims it is digging into his chest. They approach and are about to kiss when Stephanie receives a text. She says she must let the photographer in because he is here. She looks fantastic and assures him not to worry. She expresses gratitude to him for this. Anything for you? He asks. As she walks away, she fans herself. Actors rarely have the good fortune to play opposite someone they have loved and respected for decades. Actually, it's nearly impossible outside of the daytime world. However, Deidre Hall and Drake Hodgson of Days of Our Lives were given the opportunity to play characters that are so closely linked that it's hard to imagine Marlena without John. They also acted on the same program for almost 40 years. However, in the wake of Hodgson's death, that is the reality that we and everyone else at Days of Our Lives must deal with. Hall tells Access Hollywood how life in Salem has changed with Hodgson's death, as his on-screen love expressed just how much he meant to her. To begin with, neither Marlena's character nor the other members of the Days of Our Lives family ever anticipated losing Hodgson. Regarding the news of Hodgson's cancer diagnosis and, tragically, death, she comments, we had very little notice. It was unexpected. And I believe we've all discussed in secret, what? Not Drake, was the unanimous response. I mean the healthiest, most optimistic, Drake. Then it appeared. John and Marlena are in the park, wrapped in one another's arms, looking directly into each other's eyes. Although John's longtime actor passed away in September, he had been able to film Days of Our Lives for a while prior to that. However, Hall still hasn't gotten used to Hodgson's absence even after all this time. She says, I loved him so. Marlena adored him. They were deeply in love. Sometimes I'll be sitting on the stage thinking, John is gone, and Drake is gone, oh my gosh! Watch her discuss one of her all-time favorite Jarlena sequences in the Access Hollywood video below. Even though Hodgson is no longer with us, we will always remember him. Hall tells Access Hollywood, I have so much that I have stored up with him over the years. I'm sorry he can't make it to work. He doesn't get to play with us, and I miss that. Ultimately, he simply loved it, loved being here. And for him, I miss that.